Welcome, everyone, back to the True Rock and Roll Podcast. As usual, we're here with Sue Ann Cartwell and King Edward. And for this episode, we are reacting to Chicago.
My
I
group.
hope everybody remembers them, but they had a really great song called 25 or 624. We grew up listening to that
Right.
on the radio and in high school.
Yep.
So let's get started. Joanne, go ahead and start up the video.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Oh,
I knew
sorry.
she was going to do that.
Sorry, that wasn't the song. Sorry.
That's okay. I like the bullfrog.
I had to do that.
Waiting for the break of day, searching for something to say. Flashing lights against the sky, giving up. I close my eyes, sitting close, leg on the floor. 25 or 624. Staring blindly into space, getting up to splash my face, wanting just to stay away. Wondering how much I can take. Yeah. Should have just do some more. 25 or 624.
Oh, my God. Oh. Oh.
They were funky, I think that James Brown sort of ushered in, the horn section. Because it seemed like everybody had a horn section after the JBs.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't. Why don't you speak on that?
On the horn section?
Well, I
Or the
can
people
speak.
that
I
had them?
want King. I want to hear King's take on the horn section, or just on
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Period.
I mean, very, very professional. They put that band together. It was unbelievable back in the day, '68. It was unbelievable. It was the number one album of the summer as well.
Mm.
Yeah, so those were some bad, bad white boys. I mean, they were something else. And, and that's when Maurice of, uh, of
Earth, Wind.
Earth, Wind and Fire, he
Yeah,
put
yeah.
that horn section together as well.
Hmm.
Maurice was a hell of a conductor as well. He was
Yeah.
a hell of a drummer. And so, but that was the same era in 60, 68, and 67, actually, 67. I mean, yeah, yes, 74. I'm sorry, no, 74 and 77.
Hmm. I mean,
Yeah, it seems like the groups were adding, like that Tower of Power had a horn section. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, they had a
Right,
horn
right,
section.
right.
But you got it. Earth, Wind, and Fire had one of the baddest horn sections ever.
Yes, yes,
well,
that's right.
see,
That's right.
well, see, a lot of people don't know that Sly Stone, was like teaching the mamas and the papas horn section stuff.
Right.
People don't really know how bad Sly was, but he got
He
so
was a great
frustrated.
producer.
He
Yep.
got so frustrated with them that, like, me and you were talking about that. Like, if you listen to some of Sly's stuff, you will hear him singing the lead with the horns on top of the lead in the verse.
Right. That's
Like,
right.
who does that now?
That's
Like, you
right.
don't. Usually, it's like, okay, don't step on top of the verse. Move the horns over
Right.
here. He was doing horn parts on top of the vocal.
That's right.
Hmm.
That's
I
right.
was like, I'm doing that. I'm doing that on this record. I'm gonna do a
Yeah.
whole nother twist on that because those, and plus those horns, I think a lot of those horn players, I don't even know if I think they were, some of those cats were like from the Bay Area and San Francisco, because they were all like from Tower Power,
Right.
from
Right.
Cindy
Right.
Cindy Pennis's band.
That's right.
She had them, Chicago. They were all kind of like switching in different lanes and stuff, I think,
That's
because they
right.
all kind of sound like all alike, all of them
Hmm.
together. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they have a band here called the Santa Fe Horns here in Vegas that sound like that. So
Yeah.
the horns, I mean, when you listen to Chicago and like the Transit album, ba, ba, da, 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 ba, da, 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 ba, da, ba, da, 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 all of them horns. I mean,
Right.
amazing. Whoever is charting those horn
Right.
parts.
Right.
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 Mwah! I love you. And I'm going to stalk you and find you.
Yeah, we was amazed
Let's
when
get
they came
back.
out.
Yeah.
It was
Let's get
amazing.
watching the video. We can talk
Okay.
again when we finish.
All right.
Go ahead, Joanne.
Chicago fan. First of all,
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
it's not,
yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's like Chicago was my lifeline as a little girl. When my brother brought that record into the house,
That's right.
I must have played that record on my little BSR McDonald turntable. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you, it was like heaven hearing all those horns. That's how I learned to really sing, because it was horns
Right.
Really?
because there wasn't singers that were singing like that. But
Hmm.
what I think I most enjoyed about that was I was listening to this melody that he was doing. It's like he was climbing. Da, 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 da. It's like he's doing these scales. It was
Yeah.
just,
Modulation, modulation.
yes, it was just, oh, it's just wonderful. I mean, I could go on and on and on. The guitar player, I mean, you don't know what it was doing to me over here, but whew,
I always wondered what the song was about, though. Why did they
that,
pick that track?
what is that? What's
Is
the
it some
title?
girl's phone number or what? I have no idea. Do you have any idea what the song is about? I just always
No,
liked it.
no, it was a mystery.
Maybe that's why they named it 25 or 64. So
Yeah,
people
yeah.
would still be asking, what is that song about to this day?
25 or 624. Yeah,
But don't forget the band, the Cool in the Gang. Robert,
Mhm.
they had a hell of a section too.
They did.
oh,
Yeah, baby. Yes, yes, yes.
They were funky. They were grooving back in the early 70s. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
Before they got real famous. I think that's when I liked them the most.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the earlier.
Yeah, but in the early
Yeah.
days. Yeah.
The mainstream thing was nice, but
Right.
musicians, and because you're like a listener musician, I want to say, kind of, you know
Oh,
what I
thank
mean?
you.
You're a music musician or listener, but you know
Listen,
what I
I
mean?
am. I'm a
Uh
lover. Music
yeah,
lover. Yep.
yeah. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I always like to insert cuts of records more than I would like the singles. I'm sure
Hmm.
right,
King
right.
could understand that too,
Yeah,
and you could understand,
yes,
because
man.
me and you, Andrea, we used to wear some records out.
That's
We
right.
did.
That's right. That's
Over
why
and
we are
over
the
again.
chosen ones.
Hmm.
hmm
We
Yeah.
really are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for sharing that. That was just, but I'm going to find out what that means.
Yep. We'll have, if somebody knows what it means, please tell us in the comments.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Yeah. And we'll see you for the next one. If you like what we're doing here, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yes,
Please, please, please.
please.